Hello Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energies. With all that being said, Capricorn, let's get started. How does Capricorn currently view this relationship? So Capricorn, we do have the Page of Pentacles, we do have the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have the Tower out here. In regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, I do feel like you recently learned a valuable lesson with that Page of Pentacles coming out here. With the Tower coming out here, the Tower is linked to the Devil, which could represent a very toxic and unhealthy environment, possibly relationship, marriage, situationship, whatever have you. But I feel like you learned a valuable lesson through your experience with this individual that you had a very toxic and unhealthy relationship with, okay? I'm also getting to that as far as like your relationship with this person is concerned, it does appear to me that going back to this person is just simply not an option in your mind. Again, I keep getting, I've learned my lesson, okay? I feel like the universe has been trying to like send you a boatload of like signs that this is somebody that you should definitely, you know, keep your distance from. This is somebody that you shouldn't continue to invest your time and energy towards. And it kind of looks like, you know, you finally got the message, you finally learned your lesson. So going back to this person is definitely not an option, right? In your mind, moving forward. Okay, cool. Let's look at this person, shall we? How does this person currently view this relationship with Capricorn? Oh, God. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. You could have been dealing with a Pisces. We also have the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And then we have the King of Swords out here, Aquarian energy. In regards to how this person is currently viewing this relationship with you, after this Tower moment occurred here between you and them, they've been wanting to extend themselves to you is what I'm gathering. But this person kind of felt like they needed some time to essentially pass first before they extend themselves to you. I want to look at the Seven of Pentacles. Because even though they wanted to extend themselves to you, like right after this Tower moment occurred here between the two of you, so like right after this big fight / argument and our breakup took place here between the two of you, they kind of found themselves feeling like that wasn't necessarily a good idea to extend themselves to you right away. They kind of feel like they needed some time, you know, to like pass by first before they decide to extend themselves to you. Let's see what that's all about. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles. You know, this person feels like if they would have contacted you right after this Tower moment occurred here between the two of you, you probably would have rejected, oh my God, if I could talk today, you probably would have rejected them. You probably would have just ended up pushing them away. Okay, so that's kind of telling me that in this person's head, they think that if they just allow like a few weeks to pass by or a few months to pass by, you'll be a little bit more open or receptive towards having a conversation with them and or even accepting this individual back into your life all over again. Got it. Okay, let's keep going. How does Capricorn currently feel? Oh, very nice. Very nice. There's somebody here. There's someone here, Capricorn, that definitely has a thing for you. Whoever this person is, they do come off to me as somebody who's very career-oriented, somebody who's very, very hardworking. You know, this person kind of reminds me a lot of you, to be honest. And here's why I say this. You know, you've heard me say this many times. All Capricorns do is make their money and mind their business. And this person comes off to me as somebody who literally minds their business and just kind of focuses on, you know, their money, nothing more, nothing less. So they do kind of remind me of you, somebody who's very, very hardworking. But yeah, you got somebody here that definitely has a thing for you. I'm not entirely sure if you're aware that there's somebody here that definitely has a thing for you, but I would like to look a little bit more into this King of Pentacles that's showing up here in your energy field. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. I feel like this person that has a thing for you, Capricorn, it's like they've been, it's like they've been trying to figure out a way to like approach you. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. What was that? Yeah, the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who comes off to me. How do I explain them? How do I explain them? Like, I feel like you know them and I feel like they know you. I just don't feel like you guys know each other like on a personal level. But I am definitely getting, in some way, shape, and or form, this is somebody who knows that you recently experienced an ending here. Now, because you recently experienced an ending here with this King of Swords, which they are well aware, by the way, that you recently experienced this ending here with this King of Swords. How are they aware of all of this? I have no idea. Maybe you guys have mutual friends. That's definitely a possibility. But nonetheless, because this person knows that you recently got out of a marriage or recently got a relationship, as much as they want to pursue you in a relationship with you, they kind of feel like, for one, you may not be in the mood to date right now. And then, well, for two, you know, their worry and concern when it comes down to you is, well, what if, right? What if this person from your past comes back? Or what if you go running right back to the past, you know? And I feel like the only reason why they're worried about this is because in the past, this person more than likely has dealt with somebody who recently got out of a marriage, recently got out of a relationship, and that person either ran back to the ex or the ex ended up running back to that person that they were dealing with, and then they ended up, you know, getting back together. But other than that, even though you just recently got out of a marriage or recently got a relationship, and they are kind of worried and concerned, right, that you might still have a very strong, intense emotional attachment to the past, or the past may still have a strong, intense emotional attachment to you, this person feels like if they don't make their move on you, it's only a matter of time before somebody else does. So even though they don't really like the fact that you just got out of a marriage, you just got a relationship, and you may still have feelings for this person, you may not still have feelings, we don't know, but they kind of feel like they have to kind of make their move on you before somebody else does, okay? Is what I'm getting. So it kind of looks like this person's definitely planning on making their move on you very, very soon, okay? How does Capricorn feel about this King of Pentacles? Let's see how you feel about them. Hold on. Okay. How does Capricorn feel about this? Ooh, very nice. You guys are showing up as a true pair, which is basically insinuating that you guys are very compatible to one another. And by the way, the King of Pentacles always looks at the Queen of Pentacles as somebody who's perfect for them. And the Queen of Pentacles always looks at the King of Pentacles like, you know, like the King of Pentacles is perfect for them. These two are like considered to be the perfect partner card. So it makes sense as to why you look at this person like they're perfect for you, and it makes sense as to why they look at you like you're perfect for them. Like I said, like this person kind of reminds me a lot of you. I'm gonna be honest. They're very, very hardworking, just like you. They're very driven and very ambitious, just like you. They're all about their money, and so are you. So you guys are very, very compatible for sure. But with the Nine of Wands coming out here to the Queen of Pentacles, when it comes down to this King of Pentacles, I think that you really do like this person, and it's obvious that this person really does like you. But with the Nine of Wands coming out here, I mean, it just kind of looks like after, right? This Tower moment occurred here between you and this King of Swords. It kind of looks like all you really wanted was to focus on your healing journey, your money, yourself, nothing more, nothing less. But it kind of looks like the universe has other plans, okay? It's kind of what it's looking like, okay? Don't get me wrong. I feel like once you like completed like your healing journey and things of that nature, you know, I am getting that you had every intentions, right, of like putting yourself out there, you know, and start dating new people and seeing new people. But it kind of looks like before you had the chance and or opportunity to like fully heal from your experience with this person, it kind of looks like love ended up, you know, showing up here for you. How does this person currently feel? You and this King of Swords could have been, you know, involved with one another for years. I am definitely getting that for some of you out there. You guys could have also shared a home with one another and or finances with one another. But I feel like this person just wants what they once upon a time had with you back in their life all over again. And it's interesting because this person, they feel pretty confident that, again, if they allow some time to essentially pass and let you kind of like cool down and get over, you know, this Tower moment here, you know, this person legit feels like they'll have a much better chance at getting you and whatever it is that they once upon a time had with you back in their life all over again. So although you know, the desire to reach out to you is within this person's energy, because it definitely is. They just don't think that it's a good idea to extend themselves to you just yet. They want to let some time pass first, because they feel like if they let some time pass first, they'll end up getting the outcome that they want with you, which is basically a reconciliation. Little do they know, they're just creating space and room for someone else to essentially come along. Little do they know. Little do they know. And this new person does come off to me as someone that you're going to perceive as better than this individual that you were dealing with. I am getting that. You're gonna look at this King of Pentacles as somebody who has more qualities that you're essentially looking for within a man or within a woman compared to this person that you were once upon a time romantically involved with. What actions will this King of Swords take towards Capricorn or moving forward? Okay. All right, so we do have the Empress, we do have the Six of Pentacles, and then we also have the Justice card. Okay, so in the near future, we do see this person extending an olive branch in your direction. It is stemming from a place of them wanting to make things right with you, Capricorn, okay? Let's see how you respond or react. What actions will Capricorn take towards this person are moving forward? So we do have the King of Wands, we do have the Magician out here, and then we also have the Eight of Wands. You know, it's interesting because the moment that you receive communication here from this person to the right of me, you start to kind of find yourself like falling into this like mindset of them just simply trying to like manipulate their way back into your life all over again. So whatever it is that this person's conveying to you, like let's just say that this person's telling you, you know, Capricorn, I'm really sorry, you know, I promise this time around I'm going to do better, I promise this time around I'm going to change. It's like you're looking at this person like they're full of baloney. Okay, let's just say, like, fuck it, let's just say that instead. Is that you just look at them like they're full of it. Like they're full of it. Like they're just trying to like manipulate their way back into your life all over again. They're just trying to tell you whatever it is that you know, they think you want to hear. That's how you're looking at this King of Swords that's resurfacing back up here for you. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Lovers, and then we also have the Four of Swords out here. I do want to look at this fairly new connection between you and this King of Pentacles. If it's one thing that I will say is this. This King of Pentacles makes you feel safe. They make you feel secure. They make you feel like you don't have anything to worry about. Like, unlike this individual that you were dealing with, like maybe when you were with this person, they didn't make you feel safe. They didn't make you feel secure. They didn't make you feel appreciated or loved or wanted or desired. But this King of Pentacles, man, it's like they make you feel seen. They make you feel wanted. They make you feel important. They make you feel desired, damn it. You know? So that could explain why you're looking at this King of Pentacles as somebody who's better than this King of Swords that you were once upon a time romantically involved with. But I do nonetheless want to look at this new relationship. Tell me more about the Lovers. We have the Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands. We also have the Nine of Swords, and then we also have the Five of Pentacles. When this person decides to bust a U-turn, okay, back in your direction all over again, because they definitely will, that's kind of besides the point. I don't see you walking away from this King of Pentacles to go back to this King of Swords, because it just kind of looks like with this King of Swords, you know, it looks like you were extremely unhappy with this person. You were also experiencing a lot of stagnancy within your life. So this is somebody that was really hard for you to essentially grow with and evolve with. I'm also getting that this person brought a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of sleepless nights into your life. I'm also getting a lot of like worry and concern too. It kind of like, I'm kind of getting like the Five of Swords with this. Like for whatever reason, you kind of felt like you had to constantly look over your shoulder when it came down to this person. And it could just be because you didn't necessarily trust them. On top of that, it's like you were very, very guarded within this relationship, which to me kind of screams that you were kind of like dealing with somebody that you felt like you couldn't really trust, especially with your heart. With the Five of Pentacles coming out here, you could have felt like your relationship with this person was going nowhere, and it was going nowhere fast, you know? Again, revisiting this connection between you and this person is just not something that you want to do. You definitely learned your lesson when it came down to this person and your relationship with them. And this is, you know, a lesson that you refuse to like repeat all over again. You've got the message, you know, the universe has sent you many, many signs to stop dealing with this person. And it kind of looks like because you were very attached to them and what you wanted with them, you kept fighting, right? To keep this person in your life, to keep this dynamic between the two of you intact and afloat, even though the universe was constantly sending you signs to like get rid of this fool over here. And it kind of looks like you finally reached that point of, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop fighting for this. I'm going to stop. And it kind of looks like the moment you decided to stop fighting for this is the moment that your life drastically changed, honestly, for the better. Because I am getting that the moment you broke free from this connection, you didn't find yourself in a stagnant place anymore. You didn't find yourself, you know, experiencing anxiety anymore, or lack anymore, or sleepless nights anymore. So your life did drastically change the moment that you walked away from this person. You're very determined to keep it that way. But let's see how this person's going to respond and react to you. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Cups. And then we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. This to me kind of feels like a strategy this person might use on you. I don't know if this person has used a strategy on you before, but I am definitely getting that this person feels, right? Like if they refuse to back down, if they just continue to remain consistent and persistent with you, when it comes down to this reconciliation that they want with you, eventually you'll cave in and give them exactly what it is that they essentially, you know, want from you. Because this is somebody who's not going to turn around and take no for an answer. Like if you were to tell this person, no, that's it, I'm done with you, this is that type of person that'll fall into like this mindset of, Capricorn's not done with me. I know that they're still in love with me. They're not done with me. They're not done with me. They might still be in love with you, but I don't necessarily feel like you're still in love with them. And I also don't feel like this person even knows about the King of Pentacles either. So then there's that. But then there's that. All right. So we do have the Temperance card. We do have the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Moon out here. When this person resurfaces back up here for you, I do feel like you're going to be divinely guided yet again away from the situation. So Spirit's going to be sending you a lot of signs to actually stay away from this person and not give this person another chance. But the thing is that this time around, I do see you paying attention to the signs. So going back to this person is something that I don't see you doing, because I am getting that if you do go back to this person, you're just going to find yourself going through things that you used to essentially go through with this person, and some new things that you're not going to like is kind of what I'm getting. So this person might turn around and put you through even more things that they haven't, you know, put you through in the past. It's just not a good idea, moral of the story. Okay, but when it comes down to this new person, because you guys showed up as the King and the Queen of Pentacles, which is attached to the Ten of Pentacles, you and this person are going to end up working towards a long-term committed relationship with one another. I do love the way that they're choosing to go about their relationship with you, considering the fact that you did show up as a Nine of Wands, which could definitely represent like the Wounded Warrior card. It could represent somebody who has been through a lot in prior relationships and needs some time to heal. I like the fact that this person is very, very focused on you and building towards a relationship with you. So this person's not out here entertaining other people or anything like that. Like they're solely focused, right, on you and their relationship with you, but they're not rushing things. You know, they're taking things very, very slowly with you, which is going to give you the time that you need to like really get to know this person, build that trust, build that bond. So when the two of you do end up in a relationship with one another, you're going to feel comfortable enough to do so. You're going to feel safe enough, right, to do so. So with that being said, I do love this person's overall like approach when it comes down to you. And like I said, dude, they're just going to make you feel so safe and so secure and so loved and appreciated and wanted and desired. Something that this person from your past just clearly couldn't do. You know what I mean? They just clearly couldn't do. But that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.